Hello, T-Bird fans, and welcome back once again to, as always, a fabulous and awesome episode of our Coaches Show. Once again, we have Coach Angel Sharman here with us. Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure. You know, I feel bad because I failed you today because I just now remembered I wanted to tell a volleyball joke, but I don't have any volleyball jokes.
I don't either.
Well, sorry, T-Bird fans, but I guess you'll just have to be satisfied with some good discussion about how this past weekend went, what to expect this upcoming weekend. And, you know, once again, we had another great result this weekend, and that's, what, 8-game win streak we're on now?
We are. I need to find some wood, so.
I mean, a brick will work, right? Our real brick, right, absolutely. But we had Western Wyoming, which was supposed to be a really good game, and it was.
It was.
You were both up there with the North Division, tied. Tell us about that game.
Yeah, that game was up and down. We took care of business the first set, then we turned around the second set and was not up to our par. I think we hit like a .027, which was the worst we've ever done all year. And then we turned it around on the third and fourth. So their middle, we need to do a better job with their middle. Their middle kind of took control of us a little bit. But I thought we served and passed strong, which was, I think, our key.
As we've discussed many times, that I mean, especially with your philosophy of defense, and then being able to get those passes, and having Kat there with her assist, she is now number 1 in the nation.
She is number 1, which helps us tremendously.
So I mean, yeah, if you can get the passes to her, get the assists, and then Mia, as usual, still number 3, but which is fine. Just can get that kill.
You know what, though? Mia had a great game, and again, Kat had a wonderful game as well. She had like double digits in digs as well as assists.
Oh, wow.
So she was one of our strong players that night, and also I think Mia got Player of the Week in the North again this last week. So we've got some people that are getting those accomplishments, and which is great, and it helps us to continue that win streak that we're getting.
Can you tell Mia to share the Player of the Week already? Maybe Kat wants to be Player of the Week, or Paulina, or someone.
I know. It's just, she just does stuff so well, and when you're number 3 in our region, everyone wants to, give her that recognition. And so we'll try to get Kat next week. We'll see what happens. See if she has a good week this week, and we'll try to get her. We'll see.
Well, we'll get to that because she's going to need to have a good week this week, especially against LCCC. But yeah, the Western Wyoming game seemed to go pretty well. Yeah, you were right. That second set, 25-13, I believe was that final. That was
we did, and
tough.
like I said, we couldn't hit a ball inbounds. So everything that we hit was out, or in the net. And so I think they just was like, let's get this over with and focus on the next one. And that's what we did. So we came out a lot stronger in the third, and it was a battle towards the end, but we let them get in some runs, and we got to learn to, once we get that 4-5 point head, that we keep it that way. Sometimes we let down, and then we have to battle back. And so if we can just keep the gas on, and we'll work on that.
Yeah, and we've talked about momentum before with this. I mean, you win the first set, but then kind of get blown out of seconds. How did you switch that momentum to go in and win the next 2?
Well, again, I think we just came into the huddle and was like, hey, we can't control what just happened, but we can control the next set. And so we always talk about the ball never remembers. It's just us that remembers. And so we got that theory of, hey, the ball doesn't remember. Let's not remember what just happened. Let's focus on what we can control. And so we can control how we go hard on our approach, where the holes are. And so we focused on that instead of what just happened before. So that was the past, and we moved on to the future.
Excellent. So yeah, a great win over a tough Western Wyoming team, and then you come home, play Saturday against Gillette College, and take care of business. Tell us a little bit more about that game.
Yeah, Gillette, that's their first year program, and so they just don't have some of the athletes that everybody else has right now. They're going to be totally different next year, but this year I think is just an opening start for them. But again, those are the teams that can scare you. Because they don't have a care in the world. They just want to play and play hard. And so if you give them a little bit of an inch, they can get you. They're very strong defensively, and so we just wanted to make sure we just kept on them, and we did. And so everybody got to play that day, which was great to see. And so, yeah, it was a fun time to get back home.
Awesome. And it's always, as we talked about, a different show. It's always fun to play in front of a home crowd. And what would you say was your favorite moment from this last weekend?
Boy, I think Western Wyoming is such a hard place to play. It was really good to see the third set turn around after that second set that we had. So I was a little bit concerned of the third set since the second one was so bad, but they did. It was good to see the players really step up and focus on what we've been talking about is the process and not worrying about the outcome. So that was really good to see.
And I feel like they're starting to peak at about the right time. I know we still have about a month left before the playoffs hit, but hey, it's only up from here, right?
We're keep climbing that mountain, and so we're halfway there, and hopefully we'll just keep climbing and not roll backwards.
Absolutely. And so speaking of that, we got 2 more games this weekend. We're going to be away, which, sorry, T-Bird fans, you can probably catch it online. We'll make sure to get that email out for you and check to make sure there's something.
Absolutely.
But first game Friday, Eastern Wyoming.
They're down a little bit this year, but they have their strong outside back. She dominates when she's up there, and so we're going to try to control her a little bit. They're very strong defensively because they're scrappy. So we got to match their defensive philosophy to theirs. So if we can get all of our hitting materials done, so make sure our outsides are connected, middles are connected, and our oppos, I think they'll have a hard time stopping us if we can get everybody going.
And what does that look like in a practice to prepare defensively or to kind of stop this outside hitter?
We just work on drills of, I watch film and see what their tendencies are, and so I can get on a box and simulate what that hitter does and where she places most of our hits, and that way we can work defensively where they're hitting and try to read me, because I watch the kids play, and so I try to simulate what they do a little bit because I don't want my kids to do that. So that's what we try to do, is to focus on what they do. But again, they have to stop us too. So we really focus on what we need to do a little bit better of, and maybe try to hit their weaknesses and what's our strong point, and see if they can stop us, because they have to stop us too.
I feel like as long as you're communicating, that would be the best way to overcome that.
Yes, for sure. And which is a little bit of a problem with us sometimes.
Yeah, well, it seems that you're getting better. I don't know if you had any of those unforced errors this past weekend, but
we didn't, which was good.
There you go. All right, so keeping those unforced errors clean and non-existent, and especially going into the LCCC game. Right now, they're ranked 18th. They're very similar in record to you.
Yep.
They're also top of the North Division at 4-0. What are we looking at here?
I think we're both similar type of team. They have great outsides, they got great middles, they got great oppos, they have a nice setter, they got good defense, which matches us. So it's just the team that I think is going to make the less unforced errors are going to win.
Okay. And, it's kind of seems like a special game just because this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
And we're starting with Flight for a Cure, correct? Tell us a little about what's going on with that.
Yeah, Flight for a Cure. We LCCC coach contacted me about it. We thought it was a great idea. We want to try to make it an annual team-to-team fight. If you want to say it's a friendly fight of competition of who can raise the most money during this month for your local breast cancer awareness. And so that's what we're doing. We have a T-shirt that both teams are selling. It's the same shirt. It's got the LCCC on it and then our logo on it. And so when we go play them on Saturday, hopefully, we're going to be wearing the T-shirt for warm-up. They're going to be wearing the T-shirt. We'll take a picture together. Their fans will be in their pink shirts. And then when they come play here, we will be in the same shirts as well. And so people have an opportunity to buy our shirts. And again, it's going to our local charity for breast cancer awareness. And so I think it's a great cause. And again, we're just doing a friendly competition of who can raise the most money. So to show that we can compete against each other on the court, but at the same time, we're working together for a great cause. So I think it's going to be great. We're started selling T-shirts. We're almost up to 100 right now, and so
Wow.
our goal is to sell 500 because we want to beat El Trip, not just
Absolutely.
on the court. So we want to have a little bit of those bragging rights, but again, we are going to be wearing black on Saturday with pink letters for our uniform, and then when we're here, we'll be wearing pink jerseys, and then they will be wearing black with pink as well. So we're just going to support a great cause, and hopefully people will get involved.
And that's what we hope, because those, I believe, Thursday you get those shirts. So we've already had the 100 pre-sale. Any home game, they can come and buy those shirts. And then Saturday, or whenever, October 28th,
Yes.
make sure to wear those shirts. And do they get in free to that?
They do get in free. So if you wear your shirt, you get in free that day. And again, we'll have those shirts to sell at our other home games. So again, I think it's just a great cause. And if some guys do not want to wear pink, we do have a couple of white shirts with pink on them. We don't have too many of those because we want to really try to get the pink in the stands. So, but that's what our goal is.
Well, all right. So make sure to be watching out for those pink shirts. But last question for you, Coach, to kind of circle back to this LCCC game and just this upcoming weekend. What would you say would be the key to success for your team?
I think if we pass well, I think we have to serve aggressive, and then we definitely need to block a little bit better than what we've been doing. We've had a couple of games where we blocked really well. I don't think we blocked very well against Western Wyoming. So I think if we can step up our game with blocking, then I think we'll have a pretty good chance.
All right, we're definitely looking forward to seeing some success this weekend and hopefully taking charge of the North.
I hope. We'll see.
All right, well, thank you, T-Bird fans. Remember, breast cancer awareness this month, and come the end of this month when we play LCCC again to wear that pink, we'll make sure to talk about it again in the next Coach's Show. But thanks again, and we'll see you next time.